that's what we do. We get together and we talk on the street. There's a lot of young kids on the street. And one of the kids went up to the mom, and he had like a leaf. And he's like, Mom, look. And the mom ignored him. Mom, look. And she looked at him and said, the grown-ups are talking. And he was still just standing there holding it. And she's like, go play. And it wasn't really mean. It wasn't aggressive. No. But my heart just sank because that leaf was so important to him. It wasn't important to her. But what made me think is that moment, that micro moment of time was so important to him.
Yeah.
And what a difference it would have made to him, to his psyche, to his day, if she just took 4 seconds, turned to him and said, what a great leaf. That kind of thing. But there was no way I could say that to her without looking like a jerk, without looking like I was judging.
Yeah.
How could I say that to her without coming across the wrong way? And I thought there's got to be a way that I can do that. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm a writer. I write books. I can't write a children's book about it because they're the kids that we need to retain the information about.
Yeah.
So I started working on, and as soon as I started working on it, it just flew out of me.
Wow. Bitsy Kemper joining us today here on the Meeting House on Faith Radio. It is the summer 2025 Christian Product Expo in Duluth, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. Well, the subtitle of this book, Nurturing Faith, is there an and in there?
Nurturing, comma.
Comma, okay. Nurturing Faith, sharing laughs, comma in between. So these are a couple of the really leading elements.
Mm-hmm.
Nurturing faith. So how do you incorporate the faith elements? Because that can be important too as someone reflects on those micro moments in his or her life.
Yes, it's sort of like a traditional devotional, but it has a twist to it. So it starts off with a Bible quote. It has a title. It starts off with a Bible quote that's relevant to what the day is. Mm-hmm. It's only each day is it's 5 minutes. It takes moms are busy enough, and so it's 5 minutes a day that hopefully the mom and child will start looking forward to. Quote that's relevant, an activity. Then there's a prayer for mom and kid to say together. And then there's a prayer just for mom to say for herself after she puts the child to bed. And that format, that's the format, but what's in between is where the meat is. That's where the fun and the giggles and the getting to know each other comes into play. So the
fun is who is my best friend?
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Yes, there's things like, there's a jokes.
Oh, wow.
One of the things is just silly Bible jokes. And let's see, there is a section on look out your window. What do you see? Have the child describe what they see, and then draw it. Because, 10 years from now, 3 years from now, it's not going to look the same. Even if you live in that same house, it's not going to look like that. If you move, you're going to be able to remember what that looked like? I forgot that house. You'll be able to look back. And another thing that I like with these kinds of questions that are in there is you get the child's perspective. What do they see, right? I might see a road and a tree, but they might see a bird in the tree. They might see a chipmunk on the ground. So, you really get to see how their mind works. Yeah.
And so you kind of get a little bit of a sense of, as we might say, brain development. You learn a bit about what the likes and dislikes are and the type of imagination that a child has. And, of course, along the way, you have moms and sons and daughters bonding with one another and growing together. And that's important.
Yes. And I think it's also important for moms, daughters, moms, sons, even if the mom is not familiar enough with the Bible or strong enough in their faith, irrelevant, because this book is going to hand feed it to them.